How are you tonight? I'm Scoot, and welcome to another episode of The Truth Behind the Microphone. Saturday night, it's a Scoot story, and I want to share this with you. I just got these in the mail from the manufacturer. I'm going to take my first sip. Hot tea from the Scoot in the Air SOTA a coffee mug. You can order those on my website. Go to my website, which is Scoot on the Air, and you can order it there. How are you tonight? I hope you've had a good week. I hope you had a relaxing day. Yeah, I did. I had, my grocery chore, which is, you live downtown in a high-rise apartment building. Going to the grocery store is not always fun, because I drive out to Metairie. There's a grocery store downtown. Sometimes I shop there for some things. But I got to Trader Joe's in Metairie, and have to go to another store in Metairie, suburb of New Orleans. And I drive out there. Then I drive back to my apartment building, unload the groceries, then go back to my car, then go park my car in the garage about 7 blocks away, and then, walk back. So it's not the easiest thing. It's not the most fun thing, but, hey, you do what you have to do, right? So over the weekend, well, actually earlier today, I was watching the movie The Godfather. And I thought about how much I learned from that movie. Let me explain. Obviously, I don't do what they were doing in The Godfather, but I'll tell you what I learned from that movie. I learned, and it really extended into Godfather II, but I learned about the character of Michael Corleone. Remember Michael? Remember Sonny was the hothead? Sonny got killed. Michael knew how to keep his composure. This is going to lead somewhere about my career. And maybe it's something that you can notice as well. But Michael Corleone was calm. And remember there was one time when he said, "It's not personal, Sonny. It's business." And Sonny took it all personally, got, hot-headed, and he ended up dying. Ended up getting killed. Michael kept his cool. One thing that I learned from the character study of Michael Corleone, especially in The Godfather II, was that Michael knew how to take it. Not get upset, but he knew how to take it. And he was patient enough and confident enough to where he would get back on people on his terms. Not on their terms, but on his terms. So this takes me back to, I guess, about 1982, 1983. I'm not going to mention names, but I was working for a radio station. I had a very successful morning show. It was doing great. And they let my contract run out. So I had no contract. I think I had gone on vacation, and I came back from vacation. And the program director of this radio station in New Orleans set me down in his office, and he just reamed me out. He said, "You're not worth a shit." He said, "You are nothing. If it weren't for the news girl, if it weren't for the traffic guy, your show would totally suck, and you are nothing." I give you my word. I sat there and I thought about Michael Corleone. And I thought, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to take this. But the day's going to come when I get back at them. And so here I am without a contract. And a couple of months after that episode where the program director told me I was nothing. That was really the word that he used, nothing. And he was even yelling at me. Again, nothing. A couple of months after that, B97 offered me a contract. They wanted me to leave the station where I was and go to B97. The station where I was freaked out. Oh my God, you can't leave. Okay, well, wait a minute. Well, I mean, they offered to double my salary. B97 had slightly more than doubled my salary, my base salary. And then there was money to be made on top of that. So I told them, I said, you know what? If you thought I was worth the money, you wouldn't have let my contract run out. And you would have already given me a raise. It shouldn't have taken an offer from another radio station for you to tell me that you think I'm more valuable than I am. And I went to B97. And the rest was history. Because that was like the vortex of morning personality radio, FM, 80s music in, I guess it was 83, 84, yeah, somewhere in that area. It was the epicenter of radio, not only in New Orleans, but around the country. And it just all came together for my career. And that was one of the greatest moments in my career. The second greatest moment was when I started to do talk radio. And I'll tell that story in another Truth Behind the Microphone episode. But isn't it interesting that I sat there and I was watching The Godfather earlier, and I thought about that moment in my life when I sat there and I took it. This guy's reaming me out, telling me I'm nothing. And I took it. And I was really thinking about the character of Michael Corleone from the movie The Godfather and Godfather II. I thought, I'm going to sit here and take this, but my day's coming. I'll get back at them, but I'll get back at them on my terms. I did. And it felt really, really, really good. If you want to post a comment about something that you've learned from a movie or a TV show. Have you ever learned anything from a moment in a TV show or in a movie that carried over into your real life? And you realized, wait a minute, I learned how to deal with this from the movie. Yeti says, hey, Scoot, enjoy the weekend. Hey, Yeti, enjoy the weekend too. Thank you for tuning in. I may actually do this on my radio show. Again, I'm not mentioning any names because those people are still alive. They're still around. And I could make them look stupid by mentioning their names. I'm not, there's no need for that. But I was so proud of that moment that I took it. And, you know, my career skyrocketed from there and then had its ups and downs. 50 years later, I'm still doing it and having fun. Okay, some days are tough. Some days are tough, especially right now with all the stuff that's going on. Some days are tough, but I love what I do. It just tastes better out of the Scoot on the Air coffee mug. I hope you'll order that. Go to my website, scootontheair.com, and order a coffee mug. 100% of the proceeds are going to charity. All right, I'll say goodnight. Thank you for being with me for another SOTA Scoot story, the truth behind the microphone. But you know, sometimes in life, don't necessarily meet their anger with your anger. Suck it up. Wait for your chance to get back at them on your terms. Because chances are that day's going to come. Elizabeth says, proud of you. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Debbie says, you're still having fun. You're still the one. Well, I don't know if I'm still the one, but I'm still having fun, especially 80s night. You know, you can find that Scoot on the Air on Instagram, IG, TV, last week, 80s night. So have a great night. I will be posting again Monday night. We'll do another episode of Manic Monday, and it's going to be Monday night here on Scoot on the Air YouTube. And then join me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm live on both of those every morning. And I'll post some stuff probably tomorrow on both of those. By the way, if you buy an SOTA coffee mug, we'd love for you to post a picture on Instagram. Post a picture on Instagram, and we'll feature it. We'll post it. I'd love to see you using the product. So if you've ordered this, show us the Scoot on the Air mug in use in your home, next to your face, in your hands. You hear those motorcycles out there? Ah, the sweet sounds of living in downtown New Orleans. The sweet sounds of urban America. Well, you know, you do get used to it after a while. That's all right. This is where I am for now. Anyway, I love you guys, and thank you for being with me. And don't forget to join me on my radio show, WWL, 870 AM, 105.3 FM in New Orleans and throughout the Gulf Coast, and on radio.com. Download the app, radio.com, type in WWL, and you'll find my show, 1 to 4 in the afternoon. That's New Orleans time, 1 to 4 Central time. It's politics and pop culture meeting your opinions. Love you guys. Have a safe weekend. Don't be stupid. I mean, wear a mask, social distance. Let's get this thing over with. Come on. I know most of you are doing it, but man, some people are just not understanding. Anyway, love you. Good night.